Hi, welcome to another edition of Eating Sharp. I'm Lynn Sharp, your host, and you know when the weather starts to turn fall, I really like to do rustic meals. And what says more rustic than homemade flour tortillas? That's right, today I'm going to show you easy way to make homemade tortillas for your family and friends. First of all, in a bowl, you will need 2.5 cups of flour. And what you would want to do, add to that, is 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder. And we're just going to mix this up a little bit with a wooden spoon, just to kind of incorporate it through the flour. Next, we're going to add to this the shortening. Now you can use lard or you can use shortening. I'm using shortening for this tortillas. Now it calls for a half a cup plus 2 tablespoons of shortening. Well, how can you measure a half a cup without getting air bubbles all the way down into your measuring cup? Well, I found a very easy way. If you have a 2-cup measure, you can fill it up to 1.5 cups of water and then put shortening in until the water raises to 2 cups. Drain the water and voila, you have your 2 cups. And then for the tablespoons, you're just going to have to squish it into the tablespoon and then scrape it out best you can. So we're going to go ahead and add the half a cup and 2 tablespoons of either lard or shortening. And then with a pastry cutter, we are going to just cut this in until it comes to be a crumbly mixture. Kind of like that crumbs that you make for your cobblers and those kind of dishes. Just keep mixing it. It'll take a little while to get it to that state. And while I do that, you guys take a break and we'll be right back. Welcome back. Now once you get it to this state, see how crumbly it is and all the shortening is mixed in. Then you'll want to add 1 cup of hot water. You want to add this slowly in here because you want this to incorporate in and it'll make a dough. Mixing it all around. Like so. And then we'll incorporate this water into the flour mixture. Now you don't want to overmix this, you just want it all moistened, everything wet. You just take a minute or two, just like that. So you can see it's still a little sticky, but everything is incorporated in. So now what we're going to do is we're going to let this rest. You want it to rest for about an hour, and you can use a fresh tea towel. Just put it right over it and set it aside for about an hour. And then when that's done, we'll be right back and I'll show you the next steps on your homemade flour tortillas. Hi, welcome back. Now what I'm doing after it's been an hour is I'm rolling them into balls about the size of ping pong balls. And I'm setting them right into this pan. What I'm going to do after they're all done, I'm going to cover them back up with the tea towel and let them rest for about 20 or 30 minutes. And then we'll roll them out and we'll start cooking up the flour tortillas. So until then, take a break. We'll be right back. Hi, welcome back. Now I'm rolling them out and I am putting them in the cast iron skillet that is about medium to medium high. I've got mine set at about 6.5, and you're only going to go about 20 to 30 seconds on each side because you don't want to crisp it up. If you crisp it up now, it'll be too crispy when you go to use it otherwise. I'm putting them here on this plate here. So what I do is I put one in get one rolling. It's the fast way to get these guys done. And just pick them up and take a look at them. If your skillet seems to be getting a little too hot, you're going to always turn down the heat, because you know cast iron skillets do hold in the heat. So pull this one off. You can see how thin they are. We'll just put them right into the skillet like that. And I'll get the next one rolling. Now be sure that when you roll them into a ball, you put them into your pan, make sure you cover them, because they will dry out. And you do not want them dry before you even get them into the pan. So I'll get a couple more going here, and then I'll give you a close-up of how that pan action is going on here, because you can't really see it. All you see is a little smoke coming up. But I'll give you a little bird's eye view over the pan. And let me tell you, these things are delicious. These tortillas are very, very good. If it wasn't for how quick I have to make them, I'd be eating them as fast as they came out of the pan. But I just don't have the time. Let me pull one out of here and break it. Wow. Real authentic, home-cooked flour tortillas. They're going to be so delicious on quesadillas or soft tacos. The flavor. There go the dogs. They're hungry too. But the flavor is unmatched by any in the grocery store. Take it off of there, toss it right in the pan like that. And you get a nice look at, see how that is starting to bubble. You can pop a hole in it if you need to, but only 20 to 30 seconds per side. And remember, if it's too hot, go ahead and turn down your stove a little bit, because the cast iron skillet does hold in the heat. Just like that. Flip it right over like that. That is beautiful. That's the color that you want. Another 20 to 30 seconds there, and you have perfect flour tortillas. So, this is Lynn Sharp with Eating Sharp and Eat Well.